Additional water, your finisher medal, and post-race snacks will be available in the Finisher Secure Zone when you return to Tropicana Field. Medical services are also available at the finish line on the bridge and at Tropicana Field.
On behalf of the Armed Forces Families Foundation, thank you for your support of this event. With your help, we're raising $640,000, 100% of which will benefit military families. Have a great race.
When it comes to changing weather, the climate specialists at 10 Tampa Bay take forecasting to the next level with the only Max Reality in town, able to take you beyond the maps with unmatched technology.
Tracking the power of severe storms.
Taking you inside destructive hurricanes.
And even create dangerous tornadoes.
So your family is always informed, prepared, and connected. Take your forecast to the next level. Trust the climate specialists at 10 Tampa Bay.
This is just one of those stories that really kept me up at night.
10 Tampa Bay's Jennifer Titus.
We found potentially deadly guardrails on our roads. They should keep you safe, not take your life. For months, we tried to get answers from the Florida DOT, but it wasn't until we sent them our database that they decided to go back and review every inch of guardrail. Because the safety of the roads you drive on every day is a priority, keep watching 10 Tampa Bay because this is just the beginning of our investigation.
Florida's always known for those afternoon thunderstorms in the summer, but in the dry season, we don't see a whole lot of rain. That's when drought can develop. As climate specialists here at 10 Tampa Bay, our job is to keep an eye on those drought levels to kind of forecast, will the drought get worse? And this year we think it will. That can lead to a bad wildfire season. Once a fire starts, it can lead to evacuations and cause breathing issues for everyone, especially children and older adults. Stay informed with us here at 10 Tampa Bay. Stay prepared and stay connected.
We know sometimes you're too busy to notice, but a lot happens in our community.
Turn on 10 Tampa Bay at 5, and we'll get you caught up.
We go beyond the surface of the issues that matter, exposing problems and finding solutions.
It's not just the tough news, but also the good.
And if changes in the weather threaten your evening plans,
Our first look at the forecast will keep you on the move.
Stay informed, prepared, and connected with 10 Tampa Bay. Watch weekdays starting at 5.
Good morning, athletes, and welcome to the 6th annual Skyway 10K. Give me your attention for just a few minutes as I go over some important announcements from the race organizers. You are currently standing in our bus wave loading corrals. Your assigned bus wave is printed on your race bib, so go ahead and make sure you're at the right spot. When your loading time arrives, your corral will be moved through our security checkpoint.
now's a good time to remind you of the items that you cannot bring on the bridge. The following items are not allowed: colored water bottles, glass bottles, or any bottles larger than 24 ounces, large over-the-ear headphones, fanny packs, camelbacks, race backpacks, and race vests, GoPro extenders, compact cameras, and large lens photography cameras. If you have any of these items, please make your way to our gear check tent to check those with our volunteers. Don't forget, you can get those after the race. Just bring your race bib.
Now that you're through the security checkpoint, listen to our bus loading captain's directions. They'll tell you which bus row to go down and which bus to go on. No need to run, but a quick walk never hurt anyone. When you arrive at the start line drop-off area, please have your belongings in your hand, ready to go, just like if you're getting off a plane. Remember, hustle, don't hurry.
All right, now look, I'm a runner, so I know this next step is important. You'll pass 75 portalettes on your way to the start line. So if you need to go, go now. Please dispose of any trash before you proceed to the start line. There are no trash bins on the bridge. There are 3 water stops on the bridge at approximately mile 1, mile 2.5, mile 4.5. There are portalettes at each water stop.
Do you have what it takes to be king or queen of the hill? That race begins at the timing mat at the base of the incline and ends at the timing mat at the top of the incline. The male and female with the fastest time between those 2 mats will be crowned the king and queen of the hill. Please pay attention to the following safety requirements. Stay out of the bus lane at all times. The bus is on the right side of the road and marked with a line of cones. Buses and emergency vehicles travel in this lane the entire time of the event, so you'll want to stay out of it.
Do not stop at the top of the hill. There are thousands of moving runners and walkers, and anyone stopping, even for a quick picture, creates a ripple effect that can be dangerous for other runners. Don't walk to the edge of the bridge.
Now, in order to open the bridge on time, we must adhere to a strict timeline. That means anyone who has not reached the base of the incline by 9:30, talking to you, runners and walkers, you will be picked up and escorted onto a bus.
When you cross the finish line, please immediately make your way towards the buses. Don't worry, there's going to be water on your bus on the way back. Additional water, your finisher medal, and post-race snacks will be available in the finisher secure zone when you return to Tropicana Field. Medical services are also available at the finish line on the bridge and at Tropicana Field.
On behalf of the Armed Forces Families Foundation, thank you for your support of this event. With your help, we're raising $640,000, 100% of which will benefit military families. Have a great race.
When it comes to changing weather, the climate specialists at 10 Tampa Bay take forecasting to the next level with the only Max Reality in town, able to take you beyond the maps with unmatched technology.
Tracking the power of severe storms.
Taking you inside destructive hurricanes.
And even create dangerous tornadoes.
So your family is always informed, prepared, and connected. Take your forecast to the next level. Trust the climate specialists at 10 Tampa Bay.
This is just one of those stories that really kept me up that night.
10 Tampa Bay's Jennifer Titus.
We found potentially deadly guardrails on our roads. They should keep you safe, not take your life. For months, we tried to get answers from the Florida DOT, but it wasn't until we sent them our database that they decided to go back and review every inch of guardrail. Because the safety of the roads you drive on every day is a priority, keep watching 10 Tampa Bay because this is just the beginning of our investigation.
Florida's always known for those afternoon thunderstorms in the summer, but in the dry season, we don't see a whole lot of rain. That's when drought can develop. As climate specialists here at 10 Tampa Bay, our job is to keep an eye on those drought levels to kind of forecast, will the drought get worse? And this year we think it will. That can lead to a bad wildfire season. Once a fire starts, it can lead to evacuations and cause breathing issues for everyone, especially children and older adults. Stay informed with us here at 10 Tampa Bay. Stay prepared and stay connected.
We know sometimes you're too busy to notice, but a lot happens in our community.
Turn on 10 Tampa Bay at 5, and we'll get you caught up.
We go beyond the surface of the issues that matter, exposing problems and finding solutions.
It's not just the tough news, but also the good.
And if changes in the weather threaten your evening plans,
Our first look at the forecast will keep you on the move.
Stay informed, prepared, and connected with 10 Tampa Bay. Watch weekdays starting at 5.
Side on 10 Tampa Bay. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning as we take a live look out at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge at the midway point, everybody, for the Skyway 10K. Seeing the buses out there, the runners just making their way, and thousands are going to be making their way across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge this morning. A big welcome into our 10 Tampa Bay studios. I'm Angelina Salcido here with meteorologist Mike Prangley. Good morning to you.
It's a great morning.
It is a great morning. These runners are going to be tackling this
They
with
are.
the eye of the tiger. They're going to be fighting out there, everybody. It's going to be awesome.
And we've got forecast verification. Look at that beautiful weather.
You're
They're
just
running with
starting
the
to go
wind.
up. There you go.
Yeah, so everything looking great for all the runners. And I know a lot of folks are going to have their family and friends down there, and you're meeting the runners, and it's looking like a wonderful morning to do that, to cheer them on. And in fact, a beautiful start as we look out toward the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, the red, white, and blue. Best part is, yeah, the runners get the mileage in. We celebrate the military. That's what it's all about. In fact, we're waking up to 59 degrees. Nice low dew points for those runners at 55. So That means it's nice and comfy. As we take a look at our forecast, we're starting with temperatures upper 50s to low 60s. Sunrise won't be until 7:43. So if you're heading out there to cheer on the runners, just be a little extra careful. It's a little darker than we're used to. As we head to the finish line, oh yes, 73 sunny degrees. Now notice the winds. Nice to the southeast this morning, and that's why the runners have an advantage. Okay, I know they're going up that big incline, but at least they're running with the wind out of the southeast. But this afternoon, check this out. It turns to the southwest, and that means, yes, we're going to turn warmer this afternoon and temperatures back into the lower 80s. And that southwest wind, yes, actually a sign of some needed rain on the way, and we'll time it out coming up.
Mike, thank you. Well, it is the day thousands of people have been waiting for, the Skyway 10K. You'll find the most complete coverage right here at 10 Tampa Bay. We have team coverage from all the way over the Skyway 10K. Live images of the start line as thousands of people run. We'll check on their progress mid-span with Jabari Thomas and Dave Wagner. Courtney Robinson and Joshua Dorwitz are at the finish line, and Caitlin Lockerbie and Frank Wiley will be at the trop as all the runners celebrate their accomplishment. Now, just moments ago, the first wave of runners set off their 6.2 miles across the Skyway. For most people, this isn't the first time it'll take to run, but an opportunity to run across the Skyway and check out the views of the Bay Area as well. And it is not just the runners that love to compete in this competition. Now, athletes also had their chance to tackle the bridge in the Handcycle division. The bridge, by the way, spans 3 counties, Manatee, Hillsborough, and Pinellas counties, plus a hero for many from last year. Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Tony Shuck was honored to start this year's race. As you may remember, she used her patrol car to stop a suspected drunk driver who had run through the barricades and was headed towards runners still on the bridge. Now we want to get right out to the race course. 10 Tampa Bay's Dave Wagner and Jabari Thomas are live at the midspan at the highest point of the bridge. No easy feat to get there, by the way. Good morning to you guys. How's it going so far?
Hey, it's great. We are, at the center span, the tallest bridge in the state of Florida. The runners have been going by. They started at about 6:52 passing us here. This is kind of the downward slope. So when they reach us, they're at full exhaustion, really.
Yeah, basically. It's tough to get up this hill, man. It really is.
It's a little chilly up here, a little cool, but that's great for racing. They like it cool.
Yeah, they really do. And you know, the sun is about to come up really soon, and it is going to be so gorgeous. The best view in the Tampa Bay area, hands down.
Yeah, so 8,000 runners. Normally 60,000 cars pass on this road on any given day here, but today the northbound span here shut down until 11 o'clock for these 8,000 runners. We saw some of the bikers go by first, and then the runners right behind them.
Yeah, and you know what? We're expecting a special guest up here in a few minutes. I don't know. Somebody tells me that Grant Gilmore has already took off from the finish line, and that he should be arriving, him and Liz, actually pretty soon.
You know,
and,
it's kind of disappointing that Grant's not already to us.
I know.
Jabari and I, we talked about running, but we decided to give other people a chance this year. We didn't want to win again.
Not enough room.
But it's great. People are having a blast. There's a photographer right over here beyond us here taking pictures. So you see people kind of posing here, giving the peace sign and everything else.
Yeah, I know. This is definitely the spot to take those photos and everything. Hey, make sure you guys, if you're watching right now, if you couldn't run in the race, we actually have a tent at Tropicana Field that you guys can check out, after the race and whatnot.
Yeah.
Frank, Caitlin going to be down there. So.
The bridge itself is just about 4 miles. The race is 6.2 miles, so it really takes into account the approach and also the finish. We want to send it out to the finish line right now. Josh and Courtney are standing by there. Hey, guys.
What's up?
Hey,
good
Dave.
morning.
Hey, Jabari. Well, we are getting
Good
ready
timing.
to see the first runner cross the finish line any moment. They took off about 6:29 this morning. We've seen the Handcyclists come through.
All the Handcyclists came through. We just found out the fastest one in St. Pete in 18 minutes, crossing the finish line. Those are the Handcyclists. All of them have come through, and as Courtney just said, we can see.
Here he comes.
First man that'll be crossing the finish line here. We're going to try and pull him over so we can talk to him. But we've been watching, waiting. It's
I'm
exciting
gonna step out
here.
so that we can see.
Let's let him walk through or run through here.
And just, it's important to keep in mind when we talk about the first finisher, the first runner to cross the finish line here this morning in the first wave, but that does not mean that this is the fastest runner,
exactly.
because the various waves, we have 4 waves coming through. Let's see if we can grab him right here. He's got some water, catch his breath a little bit, and then we will bring him over and grab him. We'll grab him in a minute here, but as you can see, you're looking at the span of the Skyway there. Plenty of people still this morning. We have what, 8,000?
8,000 from across the country, all 50 representing internationally as well. And with the time change this year, I'm sure some are a little groggier than others.
You two at home may be feeling that as well. Oh, here comes another. And we were looking at the clock because looking through the clock times last year, this is on par with what we've seen.
About 38 minutes here.
And then we had the fastest hand cyclist, a 28-year-old from
St. Pete, 18 minutes to cross. Yep.
Yep.
So we're going to try and go grab them and talk to them as soon as we can, and we'll bring that to you as soon as we can here as well. But a great morning out here. It's brisk, so you want to be moving, honestly.
I bet it feels good as they're making their way over the Skyway.
I can only imagine, yeah.
All right, we'll send it back to you in the studio, Angie.
Courtney and Josh, thank you so much.
May McGee, well done again. We got about 2 minutes to go before the start of your wave.
right now from the midspan of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. The Skyway 10K is off and running as thousands of people make their way across the bridge. Now, whether getting ready to start the race or finishing the race, everyone will be out at Tropicana Field today, and that is where we find Brightside's Caitlin Lockerbie and Frank Wiley. Good morning to both of you. I'm guessing you're out there with some excited runners this morning.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning to you too.
Very dark and early this morning, but I'm looking over my shoulder here.
Yeah.
I can see the sun is starting to come up a little bit over the bridge, so I'm excited for the runners over there. We just saw Carolina lead. She's part of the last group of people headed out onto the bus.
Last wave. So
last
the
wave
sun's
over to the
about
bridge.
Show up, and we've got 8,000 of our closest friends.
Yes.
Some of them have been training for weeks, months, and then others said, "Look, I just rolled out of bed."
I know. It's shocking to me how many people are like, "I'm going to walk it. I'm going to wing it. I'm going to see how it goes." So best of luck to all of them on the bridge this morning. Afterwards, or if you're not a runner like us, like yours truly over here, who's not running the bridge, we have an awesome expo going on. Yesterday we had it. We want to welcome you back to our tent today. A whole lot of fun out there. We've got prizes, games, things to do. We have a whole setup too. You can pretend you are a newscaster with us and send that to your friends and family at home. So we've got a whole lot set up here. Lots of fun expo things.
It really allows the story to come full circle because they leave this parking lot to get the race started, right? And then eventually they come back for that expo you're talking about. So the Skyway 10K, 6.1 miles.
I know.
I say that, your eyebrows.
Quite the
raise a
feat.
little bit.
Up with quite a hill in between.
Yeah, well, you know, Jenny Dean said it's only an 8% incline.
Only. Well, they're going to have a whole lot of fun out there on the bridge. We're going to be welcoming all those runners back here to the Trop afterwards, so stick around. We've got a whole lot of fun to get to this morning.
With the food, right?
Yes, we'll be here with the food. The bananas are being set up right now, so we're going to grab those too. Bananas and coffee. Get everybody through, especially as we spring forward here.
The banana and coffee is really what you need. Thank you so much, Caitlin and Frank. After we will check out. County, Hillsborough, and Pinellas counties. You want to go out to the finish line and see Josh Shadowitz and Courtney Robinson. Josh and Courtney, I can imagine the excitement there as the first runners pass through.
Oh, so fun. Yeah, you've got the sun coming up here. We've got people crossing the finish line, and it's a little brisk, but I think that's good. Good for the runners, right?
No, exactly. And you can kind of see the Skyway still lit up in red, white, and blue, peeking through. And of course, the runners, the foot racers, coming across the finish line. A lot of people, like, finally, we made it. But feeling really, they say, exhilarating to be up there. The first female and the first male to cross the finish line. We spoke with them, and they said they didn't really have time to stop and look around, but you could feel it.
They just wanted that good time. Yeah, listen.
Oh, it was exhilarating. I loved it. Going up that incline was intense. I did some incline training, so I was ready for it.
You know, it's a great cause to support our military and everything that the military does for us, and, you know, defending our country and allowing me to run the way I do. I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
And that's Jamie right there from Fort Myers, Florida, and she's getting ready to run in the Boston Marathon coming up.
This is just the warm-up for her.
That's right. She said it was great. And then you heard us also talking with Mark Benjamin from St. Pete, 34 years old. He said that he clocked himself at about 37 minutes or so, but it's really important to keep in mind that when it comes to the male and female to finish, these are not the winners, the overall winners. We'll know that later.
And funny enough, too, both first-time Skyway 10K runners as well. So, and Jamie said she doesn't like heights, she doesn't like bridges, so she didn't take the time to take in the view.
Well, maybe they're faster, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, well, we're going to send it back to you.
That is awesome, Courtney and Josh. Thank you so much. Well, just ahead, it is the second.
Well, good morning again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Skyway 10K. We're all here raising money for the Armed Forces Families Foundation. 100% of the proceeds go to the families of service members and projects and infrastructure things that support those families. So thank you for being out here. Right now, will you please join us for the singing of the national anthem. Our national anthem will be performed by Amay McGee.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's regular gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Amay McGee, well done. We're 1 minute and 30 seconds from the start of our race.
Check the method when I
Have a great day out there. What a perfect day for running across the Skyway Bridge. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
This morning, running for a cause. We're live from the Skyway 10K with team coverage as thousands make their way across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. How one of the biggest charity events in the Bay is helping our community. You're up on the bright side on 10 Tampa Bay. Thanks so much for waking up with us as we take a live look out at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. All there at the top. The runners are making their way across. We've seen the first few runners come across the finish line as well. It's an exciting morning. A big welcome into our 10 Tampa Bay studios, everyone. And thank you so much for waking up with us on this Sunday morning. Angelina Salcido here with meteorologist Mike Prangley. Good morning to you.
Good morning. You just got to keep those feet moving. I know.
You just have to keep going. Once you get there to the top.
Almost there.
You're almost there. You really, really are. But it's an exciting morning. It's so nice to see them making this effort.
It is. And it's so nice to see. We got the Dawn's early light. We're supporting the military out there. It's just a big celebration here in Tampa today. So let's take a look at the forecast, and it couldn't be better. A little cool, a nip in the air, and some great running weather out there. There's our Sunshine Skyway. Temperature of 59 degrees, dew point of 55. So that's runner's best friend with the dew points in the 50s. And keep your eyes on the prize. I know we're going to meet a lot of the runners, a lot of families supporting the runners, the cheerleading going on. How about the Sunday brunch forecast? We'll be up to 78 degrees by 11 a.m. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? And right now we're watching that wind though today, okay? So right now it's southeast helping the runners, but it's going to turn gusty this afternoon out of the southwest. So it's going to turn a little warmer, more humid than we saw yesterday. We got a little break from that humidity and heat, but some areas inland toward Polk County could actually push near 90 degrees. So we're starting nice at 63, breezy 81 in Tampa with that southwest wind at 15 as we go through the afternoon tonight. Getting ready for some hockey as the Bolts are in town, and check out that sunset, 7:37. So we get out in the gardens and bask in that extra daylight in the evening. We take a look at the big picture though. We got to be ready for this. Tomorrow, take your umbrellas. Allow extra time. I do think we'll get through the morning rush okay, but notice we've got a line of showers and storms to the north this morning across Atlanta, even some severe thunderstorms. This is moving our way, and it's going to bring us some needed rain. Tomorrow we'll time that out, coming right up.
Mike, thank you. No rain to worry about this morning. Runners for the Skyway 10K have been going for about an hour now. And the highlight for these runners is really getting to the top of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, taking a look around the Bay Area. That is where we find our Dave Wagner and Jabari Thomas. How has it been for these runners out there when they see you guys?
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it is a gorgeous morning to begin with.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me tell you, we've been out here since it was dark, but to watch the sun slowly come up and to watch all the people, this is the mid-span, right?
Yeah.
So this is the halfway on top of the bridge. So it's quite as steep to get up. So there's a lot of this.
Yeah. We drove up and we did that. So
Looking at it.
It is beautiful up here.
Yeah, it is.
And the weather is really perfect. How you guys doing? Awesome. Great to see you guys. People are happy out here. There's all kinds of people. It is a wonderful day. People are having a great time out here. There are some people who are really working for that time. Grant Gilmore.
He was up here.
He wouldn't wait for us to interview him here. He wanted to keep going, so he didn't want his time affected by that. We're waiting for Carolina Lead. She's supposed to be up here at some point. I don't know when she will. I've talked to her about her training. Hasn't been going particularly well. But
she hasn't prepared?
Well, sort of. Yeah, she has. Yeah, we'll see how she does. But maybe a run-walk combination. I hope so. But we'll talk to her when she gets up here.
Right.
8,000 runners. 8,000 runners. They capped it at that.
Wow.
So not everybody is able to run in this race here. And some people are walking, sort of a run-walk combination. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think they're walking because they're a little bit tired from coming up this incline, you know?
I think so, too.
Yeah. The easy part is going back down, which you can see right now on TV. That's the runners heading back down from the bridge. So it's a little bit easier than going up, that's for sure.
There is a party at the end. Frank and Caitlin are standing by at the trop right now where people get to celebrate. You get to see people finally finished and be able to take a deep breath.
What's happening?
Listen,
I know,
ain't
I
nothing
was
but a
gonna
party
say,
going on out
I'm
here.
jealous of their view right now, but this is where the party is. In the aftermath, everybody gets to do that big sigh of relief, grab a banana and a bag of chips, and regroup after a big run.
We make the story come full circle. This is where they board the buses, and then this is where they come to find out those times, the official time. You know, they may time themselves on their watches.
I know, I've spotted the medals right behind us as well. But this is going to be a fun day. Once everybody gets back here to the Trop, you guys, if you're watching from home, can come out too. Come visit our tent here at the expo as well. We have a big wheel of prizes, a lot of merch to give away, and we're having a little fun too. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be a newscaster, well, you can come pretend you are one with us.
Yeah, we got you covered on that end. And 8,000 runners out here, and for a great cause, right? So for the Armed Forces Family Foundation, more than $3 million donated to those families so
I know,
far.
and they do such great work. So we are so thankful to them, so thankful to be a part of this year after year. It's such a fun event. Springing forward here, right? We're starting off on the right foot.
I love it. Jabari is getting people out there. He's like, hey, how you doing? They're like, no, I'm trying to get a personal best here, Jabari.
Seriously, we've got some runners on our own crew here. So we're going to wait for Grant, who's going to be part of that first wave coming back. We spotted Carolina Lee.
We saw Carolina.
So
she had a smile on her face at
She
first.
did.
You think
She
she's
looked
going to
ready
be
to go.
smiling when she comes back?
I'm sure she will.
Okay,
be.
all right.
She's trained, right?
Yeah.
Jenny Dean and her husband Roger also were taking off
we saw
as
Jenny
well.
Dean
So,
out here.
Yes, we got to wave them on and stand here and not run, right? We got to stand here and be like, have a great
Good
time,
luck
guys.
with
We're
that.
cheering you on.
It is going to be the best time out there. And of course, they deserve a party after finishing the race. You, of course, can follow our coverage of the Skyway 10K Live. All you have to do is download our free 10 Tampa Bay app. There you can see highlights from the race as it happens. Well, we do want to cover some news.
Well, good morning again, everyone, and welcome to the Skyway 10K. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to May McGee, who will be singing our national anthem. May McGee, well done again. We're under 2 minutes to the start of our race. Our friends ready down there from Bravo Battery, the 116th Field Artillery Unit. They're going to be firing off the howitzer for us. So be advised, there will be a
Sunshine Skyway Bridge, hoping to get to the finish line, a whole 6.2 miles. At the finish line is where we find our Courtney Robinson and our Josh Dorwitz. And of course, you guys, that's probably the most exciting part of the race because they're done. They've made it. That's it.
And they are relieved. A lot of smiles as they cross the finish line
and
here.
cheering. I mean, everybody is even though they finished, a lot of them will take their walk, come back up to root on others who are also crossing the finish
which is
line.
great too. And we got the sunrise has officially come up
feels
here.
so good.
Feels very good. We
Yes.
got the smile cam over there.
And one of the things that really is most exciting when we're out here at the Skyway 10K, this is about raising money for the Armed Forces Families Foundation. And so we have a lot of service members, service women who are running in this crossing, and also, those who have served, our veterans as well, crossing. And it's really exciting when you see the American flag, a runner with the American flag, who has made it 6.2 miles carrying that. And I want to introduce you to the first to cross. We have Wyatt Paff here with us, and Wyatt is a U.S. Coast Guard member here in St. Pete. Carried that flag across. How did that feel?
It was tough, but it's one of the most rewarding things I've ever done, and I'm very honored that I get the opportunity to do this.
This is your first Skyway 10K?
My second one.
Second
Yes,
one.
sir.
And take us through. You're running across. You get to the top. What is just going through your head as you get to do that?
The main thing is make sure I don't drop the flag.
Yes.
It was a little windy, so it was tough, but I got a lot of people cheering me on, and each person that cheers me on just keeps me going. So I just I want to bring pride to the Coast Guard and pride to this flag.
And you were not alone either. I mean, you have two other service members, another Coast Guard member, as well as a member of the Air Force who are also with you, or waiting for them to come through carrying the prisoner of war, missing in action flag, as well as the Florida state flag. But this one,
yeah, it's an important one, but I love the Coast Guard. It's given me so many opportunities I could have never dreamed of, and I hope to do it again next year because it's a real honor.
Well, and we appreciate everything that you do for us here, for our military community too.
Absolutely.
It's such a big part of
thank
Tampa
you
Bay.
so much for your service, and thanks for joining us this morning to share your story. We are going to send it up to the mid-span where you were just a little bit ago with Dave Wagner and Jabari Thomas.
Hey guys, boy, it is beautiful up here right now, and the sun is peeking out. It looks just great, just a picture-perfect day for a race like this, the Skyway 10K. 8,000 runners, as you mentioned here. Boy, it takes so much to pull something like this off, doesn't it?
Oh, it has to.
Yeah.
It has to. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So many people, so much energy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, the beautiful people, all of it.
Yeah, this is Nikki Austin right here, and Nikki is with the Skyway 10K. Jabari, let's talk if we can to Nikki about what it takes to pull something like this off.
Absolutely.
It takes a village.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So we have about 500 volunteers that are right from the community here. We have 150 buses, so this is bus drivers dedicating their time. This year, more than ever, we are so thankful because of the time change. I mean, I've personally been out here since 1:30 a.m., so it's no joke. And we have our Army that come out here, pull the howitzer for every wave.
Wow.
These guys are volunteering their time, too, so.
You had a special morning. You got to do something special.
I did. I got to shoot the howitzer.
That's so cool.
It was great. Send the runners off.
Now let's talk about the Armed Forces Families Foundation and what that does. What is that, and how does this race benefit that group?
So the Armed Forces Families Foundation takes 100% of every dollar donated and puts it back into community projects for our military.
Nice.
And that could be playgrounds at MacDill Air Force Base, things that bring community, a sense of community, I should say, for our military families.
That's very nice. Yeah, for sure. Wow, it's an amazing run. Thank you so much again for joining us this morning. Wow, David, I don't know, man. The sun is up.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all can see the sun up behind us right here.
People are generally happy when they're running. I don't always know why they're happy because I would be absolutely miserable at this point of the race. But they're smiling and cheering, and boy, it's fun to see.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's happening over there with you guys?
Well, back here in studio, we are just enjoying watching you guys out there and all of the runners that are making this trek, the 6.2 miles. Right after the break, we're going to bring you more coverage of the Skyway 10K. We'll see you soon.
Is off at 8:05.
Thanks for sticking with us here on Brightside, taking a look at the Skyway 10K finish line. That is where everybody is hoping to get. It has been a beautiful morning for the Skyway 10K. Now, whether you are getting ready to start the Skyway 10K or finish it, either way, you're going to be at Tropicana Field, and that is where we find Caitlin Lockerbie and Frank Wiley this morning. And you're joined by a special guest this morning, somebody who finished the race. That is awesome.
It is getting loud out here. This is where the party starts. Is that what we told you earlier? This is Mindy Herzog, who just finished the race and is feeling good this morning.
You got the party started early. You were on that first wave, that first bus.
Yes, sir, I was.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you so much.
And you had a personal best.
Yes, I did. I ran it under 50.
That's amazing. And this is the fourth time that Mindy's run this. What brings you back out here every year?
All my Florida friends. They talk me and I'm from Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa. So it's 22 degrees at home.
Oh, goodness.
So this is, we're Florida cold out here, but this is balmy for you, right?
This is amazing weather.
You're used to running. I mean, you're a marathoner.
Yes, I am. Yes, it's 60 miles a week.
Wait, what?
60 miles a week.
Six with the zero.
She's got a few races coming up. You said Green Bay, Chicago, New York.
I did New York in November, so yeah, I'm coming off of New York.
So New York was her appetizer, and she came down to Florida for another little warm-up before Green Bay, too. What would you say sets this race apart, since you've been involved in so many, this one in particular?
The atmosphere. The atmosphere is amazing. And it's challenging. I like the challenge over the bridge. So
Set the scene for us as you were going over that bridge and the sun was coming up.
it was, well, we didn't get to see the sun.
That's right.
It was dark.
It's dark and early.
It was
She's been
really
up since
dark.
1:30 this morning, springing forward.
That is dedication.
Yeah, it was dark all the way up. Last year we got to see the sun come up. This year, no.
All right. Well, but this was still an incredible personal best. Can't go
I'll be back next year too.
Mindy, this counts toward your 60 miles in 1 week, right?
Yeah, I gotta go run 3 right now.
Thank you.
Grab a banana. Go get warm and have a great time out here. Thanks for
Thank
talking
you.
with us. We appreciate it.
Congrats.
Congratulations on finishing.
Take care.
Mindy just won, trickling in. So many people are finishing the race here. We're so proud of all of them.
60 miles
A
per
lot.
week.
Just casual 60 miles a week, guys.
That is incredible. She's definitely going to beat more than 60 this week. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Sunshine Skyway, see some special runners out there. And of course, we're also going to be talking Red Tide. Still ahead on Brightside. Red Tide remains present across frankly, they've been doing great so far.
Yeah, it just has me fired up here on this Sunday. I'm ready to get out there. They're an inspiration to all of us.
Yes.
And the weather's looking wonderful today.
We love that. We love to hear it.
All right. So we'll call this our Fun Day Sunday, Run Day Sunday. Let's take a look. We're waking up to nice, cool temperatures. The sunrise is out there. And boy, great job to all the runners supporting the military. We've got 63 degrees, so the forecast right on track. Dew point of 59. We take a look at the big picture. Forecast planner shows our great running weather this morning. This afternoon, the winds will start to kick up, but after the race, so the wind will not cause any problems for the runners. 81 breezy degrees for your high, but if you're in Polk County, pushing near 90. We take a look this evening. Okay, just a few clouds. So if you're heading out to cheer on the Bolts, yes, they're in town. We've got that sunset at 7:37 and a nice warm evening. But we are watching radar carefully today, even though it's quiet, because not far from home, we've got a line of showers and storms from the Carolinas back to Atlanta, even some embedded thunderstorms. And this is our next weather maker. In fact, this will bring a good chance of rain tomorrow. So as we look at our futurecast today, our wind turns southwest, and that's going to heat us up. There's our low 80s toward the coast to the mid 80s to near 90 inland. But notice not far. Yeah, we look to the north. We've got showers and storms breaking out across North Florida as we head through the evening hours. I still think the players will get in. They'll get that final round of golf in. And here at home, yeah, we can get as many rounds of golf in as we want. But this line will move our way as we wake up on Monday. I'll time that out, and a wild week ahead.
Mike, thank you. No rain to worry about this morning, which is the good news. Taking a live look out at the starting line from the Skyway 10K. And they are about to start running. This is another wave of runners that will make the 6.2-mile trek across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge and head all the way down to the Tropicana Field. Now, the first wave of runners actually set off for their 6.2-mile trek across the Skyway around 6:30 this morning for most people. This isn't about the time it'll take to run, though, but an opportunity to run across the Skyway and check out the views of the Bay Area. Now, it is not just the runners that love to compete in this race. Athletes also had their chance to tackle the bridge in the Handcycle division. The bridge, by the way, spans 3 counties, Manatee, Hillsborough, and Pinellas County, so it is quite the feat. Plus, we also saw this morning a hero for many from last year honored. Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Tony Shuck was honored to start this year's race. As you may remember, she used her patrol car to stop a suspected drunk driver who had run through the barricades and was headed towards runners that were still on the bridge. So nice to see that at the start there. Now, the highlight for these runners is, of course, getting to the top of the bridge and taking a look around the Bay Area. That is where we find our Dave Wagner and Jabari Thomas this morning. It has been quite a view out there for you guys. Good morning to you.
Oh, yes. Good morning, beautiful people. It is a beautiful morning with beautiful people. And while the sun is finally up, you know, the race it got started here when it was dark. And we actually got a chance to see the sun come up inch by inch by inch and got a chance to get a better view of people at the middle of this bridge going,
yes.
We are making it, though. Some of them are walking, and that's okay because it's really a trot to get up there. I don't know if you've ever walked up here before.
No.
But I did it once looking for a bathroom, but that's about it.
It's a combination of excitement and exhaustion is what we're seeing at this point of the race. But it's all downhill from here.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe physically, too, but because they're exhausted when they get up to this point.
Yeah.
How's it going out here?
Y'all doing all right?
You doing all right?
Yeah.
Can we ask you, come in here for a second.
Oh, okay.
How's this been for you?
Oh, it's my first time and it's fabulous.
Is it? Really? What's your name?
Yes, Judy.
Where are you from, Judy?
I'm in Valrico.
Valrico.
Yes.
Oh, are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it.
Are you exhausted?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Judy, we'll let you go. Nice to
Judy.
see you. All right, Judy from Valrico there. So, you know, people were just having a great time out here. It's really a beautiful thing. 8,000 people. They had to cap it at 8,000. Many more would like to be a part of this because it's such a unique race going over top of a bridge. We're 200 feet above the water right here, and the center span of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Normally, 60,000 cars a day cross this bridge here.
Yeah, wow. So we're going to send it now to Josh and Courtney. What are y'all looking at down there at the finish line?
A lot of happy runners. Crossing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We see them come through. And look, they're all waving, saying hello. I mean,
Everybody
they
wave.
have spent.
Queen of the Hill.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think
very
so. Well,
nice.
it does
Very
take a lot to be Queen of the Hill. You know, we're talking about that incline, and we've been waiting for a special someone to
Yeah, we hear that
cross.
someone might. Wow.
Wow!
We couldn't have timed it better if we
Oh,
tried.
wow.
Who knew you guys were going to be here?
Grant Gilmore, our wonderful meteorologist, and you've done this for 6 years.
Yeah, and one of those was the virtual year back in 2021, right? But,
That's right.
you know, gosh, being out on this bridge with all these people, I know you guys have seen a couple of the American flags come through here. I get chills every single
moment,
year
yeah.
doing this. Yeah, it's really an awesome race. Always proud to be a part of it.
And we were teasing. Grant has actually been patiently waiting for
Yeah,
us
you're
to
about
come
30
to you.
minutes waiting,
But
yeah.
You are also here waiting for Liz, your
Right.
wife, and a special
Liz
guest
Crawford.
for Liz.
Yeah, Liz Crawford, my wife. She was just at the top. She reported in. She's like, all right, I'm here. It's not enjoyable, which it is. She's dramatic. But trust me, the downhill is obviously a lot better. But I mean, the view from the top is so pretty.
Don't you just love the view from the top of the Skyway?
I love the view from the top of the Sky Bridge. Look, guys, I mean, watching at home, being out here, it's all the same. It's a beautiful race. And, you know, it's an honor to be a part of it, I think, you know, because you see all these vets that are running, you know, families of vets, and, of course, the Armed Forces Families Foundation that all the proceeds for this go to. It really is a fantastic moment. I get a little choked up every year for it, you know?
Of course.
Yeah.
When you think about it, everybody who has run this, we're all raising funds and obviously out here physically showing our support, right? But more than $3 million has been
Oh, it's
raised.
huge.
They've been able to add that much needed playground at MacDill Air
MacDill,
Force
yep.
Base and Southeastern Guide Dogs, which does so much for our wounded service men and women as well as Gold Star families, adding the Tranquility Garden there at Southeastern Guide
And we
Dogs.
know how the military community is such a big part of Tampa Bay. So to see that in action, then, and it's your doing, and you're helping out here.
Final thoughts, Grant?
Look, you got 6 years going on 7 years. Let's keep this thing going.
All
This is
right.
an awesome race.
And you finished before sunrise, which is what you wanted.
All done. We can rest the day off.
All right.
All right.
Angie, back to you.
Josh, Courtney, and Grant, of course, thank you guys so much. You can continue to follow our coverage of the Skyway 10K live. All you have to do is download our free 10 Tampa Bay app. There you can see highlights from the race as it happens. Now, we do want to get you to Thanks for sticking with us here on Brightside. A live look right now from the mid-span of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. The Skyway 10K is off and running as thousands of people make their way across the bridge. It's an exciting morning, everybody. Whether getting ready to start the race or finishing the race, everyone's going to be out at Tropicana Field today. And that is where we find Caitlin Lockerbie and Frank Wiley with two special guests. People just starting to make their way in for the party, you guys.
Yes, Robin and Anthony just finished things up here, and these are quite the athletes. We've got a marathoner and a triathlon athlete here, too.
Angelina
in fact,
said
Anthony said he has a swimsuit in the car. He's going to go get an ocean swim
True story. We're just making friends all over the place. Angelina said party, right? So after the party, this is the after party. You and I were talking about this because, as you mentioned, you got to stay warm. You got some other things to do.
Exactly. I got a race coming up in a couple of weeks, so I got to get in the ocean, get some ocean swim in, just get acclimated to different climates. So that's what I did.
You have an affinity for service, right? I mean, because you have a close connection to that.
Of course, I spent 12 years in the military, so it's like my DNA. So it just comes natural. Yeah.
Well, it's just an incredible run, and you guys tell us a little bit about this. This is the first time that they were both running up the hill. You said it was quite the incline, right?
It was definitely a very tough incline, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun, yeah.
And you guys are part of a run club. You run together often.
We are. We run together all the time. We're from St. Cloud. We run with Lakefront Striders, so we're representing. We met a couple months ago, and we run together all the time, do a lot of races. So.
It's such a community event out here, too. And you said you'll be back, right, if you can run again?
Yes, we are coming back
it's
next
on the
year.
calendar every year. Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
First timers will be back again. Yeah. Now they get to enjoy. They had their bananas, they got their snacks, their potassium in.
Hey, Jim!
And now I hear that the bar might be open. I don't know. It might be cocktail hour.
Hey,
we're going to go drink, and then I'm going to run, and he's going to swim.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anthony, give me the breakdown of a normal week, man. Come on, just tell me. How many miles are we talking?
Oh, my God. You're talking 17 activities. I start Monday through...
Wait, 17?
Well, Monday through Monday, there's no days off. So it's Tuesday, Thursdays is a run. Bicycling, I did 40 miles on the bike yesterday. Robin's got me in like 6 run clubs on Wednesday, Thursday.
You keep them busy.
I do.
She's trying to make me a marathoner, but it's not happening.
Frank's face is amazing.
So yeah, we're 40 hours a week.
Well, this is just their appetizer. They're just getting started this week. You guys enjoy your swim. Enjoy the celebration here. You guys earned it.
Thanks for hanging with us.
No problem, man. Thank you.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Some impressive athletes there. And I hear once you do it once, you kind of want to do it again. We will check in with Caitlin and Frank a little bit later. We'll, of course, have more coverage from the Skyway 10K in a moment. But we do want to check in with meteorologist Mike Prangley for a look at your forecast. With us here on Brightside, taking a live look out at the Skyway 10K. That is the midway point there. People just getting to the top. We're seeing how excited they are. You're either excited or you're tired. But either way, it is all about the finish and completing the run through Manatee, Hillsborough, and Pinellas counties. At the finish line this morning, we have our Josh Adorowitz and our Courtney Robinson, who are getting to see a lot of excited runners. Good morning, you guys.
Yes.
And tired.
I'm tired. I think that describes us, though, excited and tired. We're so excited for all of them and tired for them.
And tired just watching that, but we were just
truly.
looking
Look
at
at
the
this, yeah.
sea of runners back here as they're crossing the finish line. It's been a constant stream here over the past hour or so.
And you think about it, everybody woke up really early. Obviously, we had the time change. Starting out at the base, beyond the
Over
base,
in Manatee,
2 miles.
yep.
Over in Manatee, and then making their way 6.2 miles here to the finish line where we're all celebrating. I think the clock's going on about 2 hours now. That started with the Handcyclers, the first division, to kick off. And then we saw the first runner coming in very quickly.
Man and woman, 30, 40 minutes afterward. We just did a really cool interview.
Yeah, I love this. This is really special. So you see them, right? Like when you're on the Skyway, you'll see a large group with flags, and they represent each branch of the United States service.
Selected by the Skyway, right? Each of these runners.
All veterans.
All veterans, and we wanted to ask them what their experience was like, and they said people just want to stop, take pictures with them.
And then they're cheering them on.
And cheering them on. So take a listen to some of that.
It's an absolutely epic time to see this kind of just love for the U.S. Armed Forces, and the United States of America, right? I mean, it's good to see this kind of patriotism, and, nobody out here has had an unhappy face. Everybody's just cheerful, like go Coast Guard, go Army, go Navy. You love to hear it.
Go Space Force, they said too, yeah.
Yeah, or they had the Space
They
Force
had the
flag
Space Force,
that was
yeah.
out here. And we also spoke with one of the veterans who's also a military wife, a spouse. She served and her husband recently retired. And so we talked about the Armed Forces Family Foundation and what it means to come out and support this organization and how they in turn return that to our servicemen and women and their families, because as I've
so
said,
often say, it's not just
the men and women who serve in the military. It is the families as well, and they are moved all around. They also serve deployments as families are gone. Yes, right.
Hurts right now. Everything hurts.
But it's good. It's a good
bananas.
hurt, right?
But yes.
But just talk about it's a sacrifice.
It is.
It's a shared sacrifice, and it is so appreciated.
And
out
we
here.
love seeing everyone out here, and of course our veterans as well. We're going to send it back to Angie.
I hope you got a banana over there, maybe.
Where maybe some AC. Enjoying that?
Yes. We've got the AC in here, and of course, I'm sure that those runners are waiting to get into the AC. Just ahead, we're going to have some more coverage of the Skyway 10K, and of course, some more news too. It is the second biggest bank collapse in American history. The latest developments following the Silicon Valley bank crash. That's coming up.
Can you stall them a little bit for a minute or two to see if you can get into?
No.
The beer?
God bless America.
Yes, false
Girl
alarm.
had brown hat.
It was dark.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I worry about it because it was in the dark.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be like a maroon or like a navy. They like kind of flagged me. Like they were like, and then they went and took photos. But
Live pick and then we'll reset.
Okay.
Well, okay. But if this proposal thing is happening, then we're just going to go, right?
If that happens, just kind of stay to the side and I'll get the shot and you can voice over it and then,
The only thing is that, like, while they're taking pictures and stuff, I can't just go up and be like, hey, what's up? Because he's going to go into
I wonder if you might be able to say, hey, want me to take some pictures of you guys, or?
They have a friend with them who's taking
Oh.
a picture.
Oh, I see.
Get that wink kind of, like, hey.
Hey.
Good morning, man. Hey.
Keep going, man. Thank you.
One minute?
This is gonna be close. Can I slide you guys over just a little bit there? I just don't want to be shooting into the sun.
All right.
That's perfect.
Okay.
You started this one?
Okay.
If it happens behind you, just if you slide out this way, then I'll be able to get a good shot of it. So just slide this way. If it
Yeah, you know, we don't want to show out.
Well, I know Grant was trying to get King of the Hill. I was like, oh, he's trying to break records.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, Grant is not going to break the race record because we saw where he was. He did a good job. There's no doubt. Yeah.
Good, perfect. Well, it's a great cause. We're just so happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
We've been doing it since the first year, 10 Tampa Bay. We're just like really just excited to be a part of this. It's an honor. It really is.
You know, we were talking to the race organizers, and they said when they initially talked about this concept of racing across this bridge, they were told, no way, you'll never get that approved.
Right.
And you can understand why. The logistics of shutting down a major highway like this from 3:30 a.m. until 11.
And then busing, 8,000 people? I mean, just the logistics, like you mentioned, it's incredible what they're able to pull off every year and be successful.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good luck going down that hill.
Thank you.
I had to see a lot of people up here with their sides hurting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, it's hurting a little bit back here, but I got to keep going. Let's, keep going. Anyway,
We're impressed.
have a good morning.
All
Bye,
right, you
guys.
too.
Okay, you're on pace.
All right,
okay,
y'all.
see ya.
So down at the Trop, we're going to send it to my beautiful people, Frank and Caitlin. What's happening, Frank, with the chain?
What's up, Jabari?
Hey, we're having a great time here at the Trop. This is where the fun happens because everybody gets the relief of finishing the race here. And we're joined by the family runners.
It's a family affair out
It's a
here.
family affair. We've got Mom Sandra, Amanda, and Mark out here. Mom and daughter have run this 3 times. This is Mark. This is your 2nd year.
Second time. Yep.
How'd it go? How'd it go?
Amazing. We always wish to finish injury-free. That's the plan. And as of right now, I don't think no injury. So we'll see tomorrow, though.
I gotta tell, they said every year they get so excited when they get a spot in the race, and then morning of, they're always like,
Why did we do this?
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
But it's gotta feel good now, right?
It feels great right now.
But you guys are used to doing this, though, right? I mean, you do other races around the way.
We do, yep. We do a lot of Disney races, and then we try to do as many local races around here as possible.
What brings you out to this one every year?
Just to support the military families. You know, we don't have anybody specifically in the military, but, we're here to support them how we can.
Yeah. No, that's great. We all want to thank everybody for their service, and you guys certainly are decked out
Got
to
a
do it,
little
right?
bling there, right?
Patriotic here this morning.
Always. We always have to go with the theme, the colors, every single time. And we love it.
Now, since you guys were not on that first bus, you were able to kind of connect on another bus and see the sunrise. Set that scene for me.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah?
I mean, it was the pinks, the oranges.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. Who gets to watch the sunrise standing on the Skyway?
Did you guys have fun out there?
Oh, we had an absolute blast.
Yeah.
So much fun.
How was that hill?
Actually, it wasn't as hard this time. I actually thought it was kind of easy.
Okay, that's one opinion, but
That was what they said as we went to grab them. They're like, we're here. We made it, we're here. But now the party begins. You guys can enjoy and celebrate for the rest of the day. Thanks for coming out.
And then we start planning for next year, right?
Yes. Lottery for next year.
All right.
Good stuff.
We heard it here first. They'll be back. We're sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Well, you can continue to follow our coverage of the Skyway 10K live. All you have to do is download our free 10 Tampa Bay app. There you'll see highlights from the race as it happens. This morning, we want to cover some news for you as well. Great morning for the Skyway 10K. We've had a whole lot of fun as well watching these runners go. About 8,000 of them making their way to the finish line, completing the trek through Manatee, Hillsborough, and Pinellas counties. And that is where we find at the finish line are Josh Adorowitz and Courtney Robinson. And someone special joins you there too. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. It's been such a great morning. Good morning to you. We've got a very special guest now.
We are joined by Robbie Groover, U.S. Army veteran and also a Purple Heart recipient. And, you know, when I saw you, when you crossed me, a great big hug. Being up there, crossing, knowing that, and crossing the finish line, knowing what this supports, it just has to be really heartwarming.
Oh, absolutely. It means the world to me. I mean, I love seeing the community just participate in such amazing events for military families. You know, it's a proud moment. And it's amazing being able to see the sunrise on the Skyway Bridge, and it's just absolutely incredible. Incredible. Seeing the U.S. Army doing high fives toward the finish line, it was great.
Said it was your first Skyway?
First one, but I'm a lifer.
You're a lifer from now on?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, you said it was tough going up.
Yes, definitely,
But once you
definitely.
get to the top.
Yeah, downhill was great, and then you run out of downhill, and then you had that little uphill again, and and then you just embrace the suck for the rest of it.
I feel like this is typical Army. You didn't even train for it. You just went for it.
Well, it's like 80% mental. I haven't ran in years, but just going. You just got to go.
Robbie, for people at home who are watching, we've been talking about that it supports the Armed Forces Families Foundation, but help them understand exactly what that means. But for organizations that are out there, private organizations supporting the U.S. men and women and their families who also serve.
Yeah, well, it takes a community effort from grassroots. Like, we all have to get together, join together, and support military, veterans, and their families, including first responders.
All right, thank you so much, Robbie.
Congratulations. Thanks again, Robbie. All right, have a great morning.
Want to get over to Dave and Jabari up on the bridge. Hey, guys.
What's happening, y'all? Yes, it is a glorious morning out here on the midspan here at the Skyway 10K on top of the Skyway Bridge. Wow, we've been seeing runners all morning come over here and just take a moment to breathe.
Yeah.
Literally and, literally.
Yeah,
But,
and the crazy thing is you guys are smiling.
Yeah.
You are midway through this
Yes.
race. How are you feeling?
Really good. We just finished the incline.
Wow.
Powered through it. Now it's downhill.
Yeah, this is Brooke and this is Gary, by the way. Brooke's run this before. Gary, this is your first time.
Absolutely. I'm going to break some records today.
Obviously, you're a world record pace at this point. For
sure.
What do you think of the view as you look out here?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Gorgeous.
Amazing. You guys are from Wesley Chapel?
Yep, we live in Wesley Chapel.
Yeah. And this,
breathtaking.
This benefits the Armed Forces Families Foundation. Is that important to you that you're helping out our military?
Oh, of course. Anything we can do to help our military and support them is, always a great day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're our heroes, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
So you guys walking most of the race here?
Yes, we're the walkers.
You're the walkers.
I was going to run it, but I don't want to embarrass my fiance.
I get it. I got it. You got to play it cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
You make the rest of us feel better about
Next
ourselves.
time I'm
Yeah. Brooke, Gary, thank you.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your walk.
Enjoy
here.
your decline.
Back to you guys. Thank you. Angie?
Well, we are going to have more coverage of the Skyway 10K off of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. So we're going to check in with all of our crews when we come back from the break. Thank you so much for sticking with us this morning all throughout the Skyway 10K. Taking a look at the finish there at Tropicana Field. All these thousands of runners are ending up there. It has been a beautiful morning, and there you go. This is the finish line. This is where they're finishing up. So many of them just excited to have finished the 6.2-mile trek, of course. And it's been a beautiful morning so far. They've had great weather to run, too.
A great way to start the day for sure. A great job to 8,000 plus runners. A lot to celebrate today with your family, friends, runners. And hey, we can bask in the sunshine with that high temperature of 81 degrees and a 7-day forecast that does show rain tomorrow. Some cooler weather in there for this week, so something for everybody for sure.
Well, it has been a beautiful morning for the Skyway 10K, and another one again in the books. We want to take a look back at those moments and take a look back at some of the sights and sounds from today's race.
The starting line was awesome. Everybody was so excited, and it really was just an incredible moment.
Yeah, is this your first time doing Skyway?
It is. Yeah.
What was it like? I mean,
Oh, it was exhilarating. I loved it. I hope to do it again next year because it's a real honor.
It has been a beautiful morning and an inspiring morning. We want to thank you guys so much for waking up with us this morning and checking out all of the festivities for the Sunshine Skyway 10K.
Yes, great job to everybody out there.
Congratulations to all the runners.
Wait, there's more. Oh yeah.